All right, cool. What's happening, good people? Let's get the screen up. We did it again. Consistency, I am. What's happening? Another bottom of the night live, man. Tap bases, touch bases on what I was able to accomplish today. I did not get out in the fields because it was off and on rain, and I didn't feel like fighting. What up, brother? Bishop Frederick Bob, what up, family? What's going on? Track Nation G, what's going on, family? Appreciate you tapping in. Let me see, YouTube starting to come in the building. Okay. Man, I wasn't on too much of nothing. I took a big nap. Like I knew I was going to get caught up on my sleep sooner or later, and I did. I probably slept for an additional 5 or 6 hour nap today. And then, oh, you tired? I understand. And then, but before I went to sleep, man, my brother Daryl Holmes, we did our runs. We did a couple of roundabouts. We went to Art Pancake and picked up some supplies. Then we went to shoot Nashville lawn, picked up some stuff. He had to get some things repaired on his mower. Then we slid by commercial lawn equipment where I bought all my oil change stuff for my lawnmower. So when I woke up from taking a nap, I changed all the oil on my machine. So all of them are ready to go. I cleaned out underneath the deck. I was gonna sharpen the blades, but I knew I'm cutting wet grass tomorrow and the blades are still good on that. So, and I was able to, kind of look at some people's clips on social media, see what they got going on. Got some individuals who want to tap in with me for like a mentorship. I always feel honored to do something like that. So I'm gonna reach out to them in due time when I get time, when I finish getting all my stuff together. Now, next on the agenda, I must revamp my schedules because I didn't work for a couple of days this week, so I have Bellevue and Brentwood, Nolensville, and Antioch I was not able to get to late on in the week. So I have a good problem to have. I have a good problem, and that's, kind of restructuring my schedule so I can get as many of them as I can get done during the week, during tomorrow, and I'm not working on Sunday. Let me see. Let me get to some comments. You like the Laser Z better than the Vortex? Got a 48-inch turf tracer right now. Well, I'm a sit-down type of person. I don't really like standing up, so they got to kind of answer your question. I'm going to lean more towards the Laser Z. But if I did have to transition to a stand-up, it would be that Vertex from Exmark if I do make the move. So, but right now, I prefer to sit down and relax. Standing up is cool, they fast, but I feel like the center of gravity is a lot better with a zero turn. It's just my personal preference. So, and plus with the hills down in Nashville, like I'd rather sit down. I'm sorry. So, but no knock to anybody else. What up with your fam? I'm gonna hit you up in due time. Shanda 15. I'm gonna hit you up in due time. Probably the next probably later on tonight, or I hit you up tomorrow sometime. I just been busy trying to get everything restructured over here. But I got you though, fam. I got you. Let me see here. 507 Enterprise. Let's go, Cap. What up, family? Appreciate you always tapping in, Jones. Bruce, what's that? Moosey. I hope I didn't tear it up. Too bad. GMC Rock John. Rivaldo 1999. I understand. But like I said, man, today was a good day. I wasn't able to get too many clips up because I didn't get out in the fields. And if anybody knows me by now, I prefer real time activity. That is, I won't put nothing up. I will not recycle clips. If I didn't do it that day, then it's in the past. So I didn't get out and do no work today. I could have videotaped me changing the oil, give y'all some aspects on that, but I was on the phone with my brother. So, and I don't get off the phone just to put up clips. It's just something I don't do. Because it's a reason why I'm on the phone vibing out with certain individuals. It's a reason why they called me. And I had a great conversation with my brother, like I always do, which is beat along barber. So me and him talk regularly right now because we really getting locked in. So Lawn Cat Nation, Precision Family, another brother of mine. I appreciate y'all. It's been straight up liquid cash dropping every day on the sip. Yeah, it is. It's that liquid gold coming out the sky. You just got to change your perspective when it comes to that rain. Flex, I got my first 2 properties from my door hangers today, and I even got the card on file up front. Dorsey Lawn Care, good job, bro. Proud of you, man. Look what a little putting yourself out there get you. And you just, just a little bit of putting yourself out there, man. You'd be surprised the opportunities that'll come if you take advantage of the situation. The opportunities will always come. Now, how fast it'll come depends on how much work you go put in. Now, if you do a little bit of work, you go get a little bit in return. Now, if you put in a lot of work, trust and believe, when that return on investment hit, it's going to be big for you. It just depends on how much work you put in. Brenner Long, what up, family? I like what you're doing on there, man. For real. You got a mean following, man. It took a lot of time and dedication to what you're doing. Just continue on your journey, Brenner, for real. I definitely like what you're doing, bro, for real. I ain't gonna lie. I always try to give people their flowers on what they have created, especially on their platforms, especially if you've been out here before I got on here, because like I can tell you in it for the long haul. You ain't no fly by the night type dude, and I rock with people like that. So, and you yourself on there. So that further let me know I rock with you. I definitely support everybody that's in the lawn care field. I support you because I know everybody's on different journeys. There's no hate in my blood over here. I just support everybody if I can. It gets overwhelming at times, but it ain't nothing but all love over here because we in the same field together. So, and what a better field to be in. You can change your life over time, bro, and they can't take it away from you. And then you never know what your clients do for a living. You never know, bro. And they'll open up more doors for you than what you realize. And then if you add the social media onto it, you have people that'll pour into you and to give you the game that they have learned along their lifespan, and they will help you expedite the process. They will. It's happening to me. So let me see. Yes, sir. When did you start cutting grass? Well, 15 years ago. But actually registered and doing my own thing for the last 8 years. So I haven't worked for anybody technically within the last, I say 6 years. I've never worked for anybody else other than One Man, One More Landscaping. I fell down a couple of times over the winter time to where I had to go do scrap metal and help a guy, kind of restructure his stuff in the scrap industry. And I did that for like 3 or 4 months over the winter time until my season came back in and I hit it full regalia. Again, it's just the last 3 or 4 years I've been really fortunate to not have to go get no job. And that's because, man, I just take time and I just sacrifice and I save my money, man. I just save for them winter months so I can sit down and just regroup. So that's what I be on. DS straight up. Let me see. When do you with people that are pressed on funds and only want to do bi-weekly? Well, sometime, man, bro, it just really just depends on you and where you seeing your business go. If it make any sense, because when you make the transition, I can only throw my situation out there. Let me tell you about me. Going in the end of last year, I probably maxed out on 171 to 175 clients. Okay, I say about 80% of them were bi-weekly. Okay, I had that many. Check this out. When I transitioned and made the move that I did this year, I probably lost 120 of them. Like on paper, 120 of them, either they didn't respond or they told me they couldn't afford to go with me. I lost 120 out of 171. So do the numbers. That's a significant ass drop. But in doing it, okay, check this out. I hung on to 60 some, 70 some of them. Now, the ones that I did choose to bring on that was still bi-weekly is because their accounts was significant over a year's time. So it wasn't no, $800, $700 account. Now, these accounts were like, because they had me doing other services to their yard, these were like $1,500, $2,000+ accounts. So I kept them on. And then the individuals that wanted to stay on a bi-weekly schedule, I got 4 that I grandfathered in because they've been with me for so long. But the other ones that choose to do bi-weekly, hey man, my bi-weekly fee is, I ain't gonna disclose it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting like, y'all won't believe when I'm charging for bi-weekly fees on regular homes. And I'm getting it because it takes you more work to get them yards under control. So so the bi-weeklies that I still do have, yeah, I'm getting paid accommodated for it. But it opened up the floodgates for me to take care of predominantly weekly yards, which is a lot. It's less stressful. The yards are not overgrown. And it's like I said, man, this is what life is all about. When I get out there and have to maintain my bi-weeklies, I'll be like, yeah, this is cool right here. Cause like you're not overwhelmed. You ain't gotta just pull up and just tackle high grass just to, have that reassurance that you go get paid. So, and I get it because I was so nervous about losing clientele that my quality of life might, deplenish a little bit. So because I didn't know how I was gonna be able to maneuver transition to all weekly clients because I'm all over Nashville wide. I go from the areas that's not high quality homes to the top tier homes of the city. Now in some areas I lost a lot of clients that really just couldn't afford to take on what I was trying to do, and I get it. And it kind of further let me know that I was not an exception to the rule, regardless on the relationships and everything that I have built out here. So, but I did make sure that I just did not leave my clients because I knew a lot of them want to go with me. I didn't leave them up to chance or have to go out there and try to find somebody to take care of their lawn. That will be up to my standards. You see what I'm saying? So I lined up somebody already in place before I even made the transition. So it was easier for me and it was easier for them. Cause I sent a blast text message out letting them know what I was gonna transition into. And the individuals that was not able to go with me, I sent them the follow-up text message to where I referred them to my brother. You know what I'm saying? So and I'll let him tell you about the influx that he went through, that he undergone when he caught that influx of some of my clients that's been dealing with me. A lot of them clients that went with him, they've been dealing with me for like 3, 4, 5+ years. So they great clients, they go stay down with you. So, but a lot of them clients did not realize what I already had in place for them. Some of them had to go out there and find out on their own that everybody does not, take care of your yard how I do. It happens to the best of us. You see what I'm saying? And that way it'll separate you from the pack of other lawn care guys. And then the ones that did call back and they got in with my brother, they really appreciate his attentiveness, and he has a whole nother system that he does that I wasn't even doing in my business. And my clients love him for that. For real. They love him for that. They like engaging with him on the phone. I'm hearing the good things about him, and they thanking me for literally referring them to somebody so they did not have to go through the weeds and find another lawn care dude. I've already solved the problem for them. And so what's going to happen is that's going to always open that doorway up for me to get back in with them on possibly landscaping, because some of them say you still go do my landscaping, but I'm glad that you referred me to him to maintain my lawn. Well, I said, okay, cool. And you never know, because normally people don't do that. They'll cut their clients off and then that's it. So there you go. So thanks, brother. I really appreciate it. Today, 3.5 acre lot. Okay, that's what's up, man. Backed up to another customer. Backed up to my. Okay. But you are able to sit back and regroup in the winter, and you are doing other services. My family is worried about what I do in the winter once I step away from a regular job. Yeah, they gonna always be worried about that, fam. They gonna be worried. But if you continue on and you just keep diversifying your business, like make sure right now as you growing in customers, start advertising for fall cleanup. That extends you on through the fall time. And then once you get that under your belt, you might want to start diversifying and looking for, do a little bit more aerating and seeding during that time. Transition into that. Also diversify yourself. I'll look at some driveways. Look, I could probably pressure wash your driveway when it gets a little bit closer to wintertime. All them how you can diversify yourself will continue your business on through wintertime. And then once you get a big clientele base, it'll really help you out. I'm telling you, you will be straight. Let me see. Let me see here. More big money. I understand all of that right on. I appreciate that, a chosen one. I appreciate you tapping in with me. I'm so glad I dropped you a follow, because you be having some interesting stuff going on. I can tell you're a family man. You family orientated. I like what you're doing there for real. Just keep being the man of that house for real. They got a good one in charge. Let me see. I just posted a video about this. I have two right next door to each other that are two of my easiest, and 1 out of 20 minutes, 110 for the stop. They requested bi-weekly, and I'm doing it. Yeah, it's just gotta make sense, Brenna. As long as it makes sense, then okay, you could do the bi-weekly. I'm not saying I'm just don't cut them off completely, because I'm not doing it. But if they willing to pay to play because they rather have you than anyone else, then you must oblige them on what they asking for. You got to, because that's the name of the game. If they go pay to play, you got to go on and give it to them. It's just me personally. Now, I don't knock anybody, just say I'm just strictly doing weekly and I'm not going against the grain. I get that. But with me, hey, man, if they go pay to play, I'm going to have to go get that up off of them. That's just me personally. And nothing against nobody else. It's just how I get down. Because it's worth it to me. There you go, Brent. It is. Hey, must be a dog I need to know about his communication with customers. Let me see. Hey, he must be a dog. I need to know his communication. Oh yeah, just look up. If you're talking about my brother, Be the Lawn Barber, bro, just tap in with him, bro. He'll probably this coming up. Just stay tuned with my brother, bro. He got something big going on Thursday night. Be the Lawn Barber, keeping it P with B, and he's gonna break down like his communications and everything that he does with his clients. All of that is coming in due time. Y'all just tap in with him on Thursdays, and he gonna bring y'all up to speed about communications and all that good stuff. I just let people shine if they good at it, because he's doing things that I wasn't even doing in my business, and I'm gonna let him explain what he was doing and how the clients that I referred him love him for that, because I wasn't even doing it. For real. And I just got to get my hats off to him, because I never really, I thought about it, but I was so, I can't make an excuse. He was on it. He was on it. And they just hats off to him. Let me see, Volkswagen, do you charge by the man hour or by per acre? It's a good question, man. Yes, sir. My man hour. 65 hours. Good rate. It's a good rate there, Volkswagen plan. Definitely a good rate there. Man, wow, when it picked up my more after now having it for 2 weeks and being like 3 weeks behind on my way home, my truck transmission went up the season bit test. But oh no, Mobile, but bro, it sounds like you having one of them seasons that I had 2 years ago. I'm telling you, just weather them storms, bro, for real. That season I had 2 years ago, I'm telling you, bro, I like it. Give me nightmares just thinking about it. You talking about a good $35,000 hit that I took during the season, bro. It was just one after another, after another, after another. It wasn't no little bitty bills, bro. It was like 3,900 here, 4,200 here, 1,900 here, 3,000 here, 7,800 here, another 4,000 here. Bro, I'm talking about them totals were so astronomical. And I just thank my lucky stars that I just had, some savings put up. And then when I was able to get out there and run it up some more, it's like something else ended up coming up. I'm like, it'll have you so devastated, like, man, I feel like I'm doing this shit for nothing. But you can't look at it like it, because thank goodness I had solid people around me that even if I fell down short and I didn't have all the money right then, I had people that was around me that was able to lend me, a couple $1,000s here, because they knew I was good for it. And I paid that money back quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ever like owing people. But you need good people around you for real to help you through that. Man, I'm already like 15K behind on profits for the season due to breakdowns. Now I gotta pay for a new transmission next week for like 3,500. But God got me. Yeah, he do, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, man, it sounds like you're going through that storm that I went through. But at the other end of it, bro, you go win. Just know that whenever that storm passes at the other end, because you was able to withstand that rain and that thunder and lightning, at the other end of that storm, you gonna be all right. For real. You gonna make it through it. It's just battle testing you, see if you really like it. But you built something with your business, and that's gonna help you endure it. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna say a lot about the individuals around you too, bro. The individuals that you helped out a lot. That, man, I be seeing the clips you be putting up. Them individuals that you helped out so much when you was up and you was flying high. Now it's time. Now it's time to see, okay, I done been pouring into y'all what y'all got on the tab. Do y'all have anything on the tab? Hopefully your journey is a lot different than mine, bro. Because the moment I start reaching out to individuals, the ones that helped me, they still here with me right now. The ones that helped me when I had that $35,000 sting that year, bro, they still with me till this day, fam. Still here with me. The ones that I asked and it was crickets, bro, listen to me. They know what it is. They definitely know what it is. I decide where my charity go because when I was down and out, I couldn't lean on you for shit. Couldn't get a bus token off of you. I'm getting hit left and right, but when you call this line, I'm always coming through. Nah, bro. I'm not going for that no more. Because it was been one-sided for a long time until you actually up against some adversity to where your business could tank. You're going through it, you're stressed out, you don't know which direction to turn. You really don't know how to even go about getting no help. I'm not sure if your credit is in line to where you could get a loan. I couldn't get no loan yet because I was still building my credit. So I had to cash out. So I'm like, man, it just said a lot about people. But I was able to withstand this storm. I was able to muscle through and I endured. And I improvised, adapt, and overcome. And then when I rose up out of this storm, it made me so strong to where like, okay, man, it can't happen like how it happened like it. Not again. So I put safety nets in place. Okay, if the truck went down, okay, I got a backup truck now. Okay, if that more go down, okay, now I got a backup more for that more. Okay, if that more go down, okay, I already got a backup more for that more now. Okay, if my main trailer go down, okay, cool. I got a backup smaller trailer. It ain't the 16 footer, but it's still a 12. And I can still get some work done. You know what I'm saying? It's just you got to have a backup for a backup for a backup. For real. If that trimmer go down, okay, I got a backup in the boneyard. If that blower goes down, I can pull out the old Shindal with this duct tape up and it still work. So it's like, okay, that's why I'm nervous about getting rid of equipment because I know when the main joints go down and I need to get it serviced, I always have a backup to pull out. Even though I might have to work a little bit slower, but the job still gets done though. And that's what it's all about, man. And you do it at your own pace, for real. Don't look to the left or the right, man, even though it's easier said than done. But just stay the course on what you got going on, and it's going to come for you. It has no choice what you putting in work. It's just a matter of time when, but it will come. That's what everybody fail to realize, because I got a lot of things that I just know it should come a lot faster for me. But I say, you know what? Bro, you is doing so much work every day. You know, being consistent and trying to be consistent in all forms of life. You fall in some category someday, but then you make it up the next day. Another category may fall, but that's all right. I make it up the following day if I'm able to get up. Then every day I'm able to go out and walk by my own beat. That's why I can go out and be motivated every day because I'm literally not putting on no mask no more. And I can literally walk to my own beat, my own drum, boop, 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 boop. I'm hitting it to it. Getting in my truck all reliable when I'm cruising. I'm watching everybody mad. They going to work, watching people speed and stuff like that, trying to get somewhere on time or hurry up and get nowhere fast. And I can just sit back. I go in certain establishments, people just be upset because they got to go to work. And I be like, man, I used to be like it. And then I just hone myself in. Thank goodness I created what I created. For real. Because I don't have to worry about that. And I created it and kept going so much that I'm able to hire people, you know, and provide an income for them because of my, you know, level of dedication and consistency that I put in through all the ups and downs that they tried to throw me off my pivot. And just growing in life, man, for real. And it's a daily thing. You just have to keep growing and just don't get deterred by things that when it don't go right. And don't look at somebody else's what they got going on because their journey is their journey. Because a lot of people, bro, they not keeping that shit all the way up $150 because I do not hit the mark every time. But it be all right with me because I'm like, okay, you didn't hit the mark, but you were close to it. You just do better tomorrow. Like, okay, you forgot that at home, then you got to improvise. Make sure you don't forget the shit again. So, it just happened. So I'm staying little. I have a few large clients that I do property maintenance. I hear you. them hurricane seasons almost hit. The big fast money comes in like a wind in the storm. You ain't lying about that. I'm happy being a little for now. For now too. Just using the more we already have, even converted our little SUV to tow. Smart man. It sounds like how I did it. For real. Let me get on here. True, always thinking ahead, bro. You better do it. If not, you won't. Hey, you gonna find out the hard way like I had to. And if you can't benefit from them, F them. Just like it. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. The door has to swing both ways. It cannot be one sided to where you pouring in, you doing all the pouring, and then when you call this like it's, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It has to go both ways. You see what I'm saying? Like they need to call you and have you on cloud 10 where you ready to go break down a brick wall instead of it always being the opposite direction. You see what I'm saying? You call them for a favor and you can't get through because they done sent you to the voicemail. Bro, you know how the shit be going down. That's why I don't even really call nobody for help. I just throw it out there what I got going on. That'll be about it. I ain't finna pick up the phone, bro. What you got going, bro? I need you. I never did shit like it. If anybody know around me, they'll know. I just I just hit my team up. See, look, they know what I got going on, and they just be already ready. So it's just normally how I just do. I just try to do as much as I can on my own. That way, when I do ask for help, it's so out of the ordinary that he asking for help. If they don't come through, I'll be like, you know what? I just put it in my memory bank. Cause then hopefully the next time they call me, it's gonna be some crickets, and I'm gonna tell them, no, I can't do it. Now I got all this going on, I can't do it. Straight up, I ain't going. Nope, can't do it. And hopefully they get so many no's, they won't call me back no more. So I've been collecting slowly but surely. That's good, man, for real. He said, brothers landscaping, John. What up, family? Right, but people ask me all the time why you got 6 mowers, 8 trimmers, 4 blowers, 4 and 3 guys. My motto is should never be downtime because of equipment. Facts, 507. Facts. I had to go up and read the previous one. Hey, that's so real right there. Hurricanes are on the way. Oh yeah, straight up. Volkswagen Planet. It's almost getting ready to tap into hurricane season. Well, it's gonna come through there and devastate some stuff, knock some trees down. Had you running with your chicken with your head cut off, depending on what region you stay in. For real, cause like we definitely going through the rainy season right now down in Nashville. So and it's a good problem to have. You're gonna find out a lot about yourself. You'll find out a lot about your equipment. And make sure when you cutting that wet grass, bro, the main thing you need to do is keep that deck cleaned out. You might not feel like doing it, but keep that deck as clean as possible. For real. And there's certain different products that you can use or buy that once you pressure wash your deck off and get it good and clean, you can spray that stuff underneath your deck and it'll have it to where like the grass cannot stick underneath your deck at least for 2 or 3 months or so. So if you tired of cleaning out your deck, pressure wash it as good as you can. I'm talking about make sure it's good and crispy clean. Spray that stuff underneath there and just prevent the grass from even sticking. Do preventative things. I've never tried it before, but the next time I pressure wash my mowers, I'm definitely finna slide this stuff underneath there. Definitely. And you keep that deck cleaned out, the suction. It'll be cool. It'll pull up that wet grass because if you running over grass and you can't, and it's still not a clean cut, it's because your deck ain't cleaned out and your blades ain't probably sharp. I'm telling you. I said, dead is slavery. It is. That's why all my stuff is paid for. But people got to do what they have to do. Somebody just mentioned debt is slavery. It is because you're a slave to the lender. That's in it. That's in the great. It's in the Bible. If anybody religious, and it is. That's true. But in saying that, you have to do what you gotta do to get to the level that you need to get to. Okay, don't never look at what you have to do as just like it's a bad thing because somebody else had a different road. You have to do what you gotta do to get to your destination because everybody want to get to the same goal. It just everybody takes different approaches. What be pissing me off is just when people think that they way is the only way you should be able to do it. You should get there is just by this specific way. And then when somebody go left and get to the same goal, they be fucking floored and shell shocked. When somebody do it this way and get there, they can't even see it coming. For real, that's what be having me hot. Cause I be seeing people and I be hearing how strong they be talking about their methodologies. And I be like, man, I did the opposite that you doing, but we on the same level damn near. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even really saying you that confident within yourself. We on the same level. I ain't even really saying you pouring into people like, but we on the same. I said, man, let me cut it out. I said, cause I really get on some of these people ass for real. As I said, dead is slavery for the past 3 years and been buying everything cash. Then boom, I need a more and can't get approved. Keep your options open. Yeah, bro, for real. You do. And it be like that, man. Just keep on doing what you got to do. Keep hammering it down, working on your credit. Working on your credit, and it'll get there. It'll get to where you need to be at, bro. Don't look down on yourself because you had to go what you went through to learn on what not to do. For real. So don't never look down on yourself because I'm still trying to get my stuff together from. I took a little mean hit over the winter time because I refused to work until I got my business together. So, but it ain't gonna take me that long for mine to curve back up to where it need to be. But it just happens, bro. Like you can't, don't never look down on yourself. And it's facts, y'all fellas, lawn care, that's right. Everyone has their own path. And the moment they realize that and understand it, they'll become better people. For real, just embrace your journey and maximize it. And just do better. That's it. One little nugget at a time, keep chiseling at it to do better. Before you know it, the whole boulder will fall down that's been obstructing your pathway. Let me see. Banks want to give you money when you don't need it. Yeah, that's true. That's facts. That's facts. All of that stuff is true. That's when the floodgates are open for you when you don't need it. When you don't need their help. They see you don't need their help. Then everybody come in. Or if you already build it up, then they'll come. It's hard for them to give you an opportunity in the beginning. And if they do give you an opportunity in the beginning, you better read that paperwork real fine because 9 times out of 10, you finna be paying some hectified interest rates, or they finna try to take a lot of your stuff that you have built up on your own and make it theirs. And you put in all that time and that energy into building it up. And then they'll tie your hands up where like you can't do certain things, and reminds me of the 9 to 5, how I be seeing it when I be hearing about certain people that signed up for different, deals and stuff like that. I be like, dude, you signed that? Like, oh, nah. Mind me of the 9 to 5 right there. Never. I said, I'm cool on what I'm doing. No filters, no nothing on me. Now, if I do, get, me and the brand lines up, we have similar visions. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I'm finna let them sugarcoat me or we not doing no deal. We just not gonna do it. I'm just, I'm taking a different approach than everybody else. I'd rather be myself first and then just build up with everything I need to build up. And then when it hit and they see it for themselves, because I done built it, then it's gonna be a whole different ballgame. It's going to happen because I'm putting in the work behind the scenes. It's just when it happens, they'll see it. I said, bro, you done built up a mean team out here in the same field that he's already been in. So that's just how the stuff finna get ready to go down here in the future. Just stay tuned for the show. For real. And it just gonna get better and better. But when I come out with my ebook, when I come out with other things, paperwork finally get finalized on something else, then yeah, man, we finna see, and I'm gonna start tapping into some of these other things that people are doing. But I want to know that they do it the way that I did and to make sure they protect it. That's all I want to know. Because if they did, then they should be, kind of disclosing so they can try to help somebody else try to protect their stuff. He said, crowd is living proof hard work gets results. It do, bro. You just got to change. You got to, let me see here. I don't know if my LLC can build its own credit. It definitely can, depending on how you set it up. First part to generational wealth. It is. Somebody got to make the sacrifice. Like, it's going to take one of the family members to make the sacrifice their life, and blaze the path for the other family members to follow. Somebody's got to fucking do it. It ain't no getting around it. Somebody's finna lose sleep. Somebody's not going to be around for all the functions for the kids. Somebody's going to miss it all because they have to sacrifice everything in their life to try to build something. And that shit gets so overlooked until, check this out, until it catches traction. When it catches traction, then that's when they want to come on board. And that's a dangerous situation to be in when somebody know about it and just know that was going to happen. That's a dangerous situation for them people to try to come on board. when they went down in the beginning because they couldn't fucking see it because they didn't have a vision. And it takes that person with the vision to build it, and then the ones that didn't see it in you, and they come on board and they tripping because everybody else seen it in you. Everybody all around seen it, but they didn't see it. And then you supposed to have a kind heart to let them back in. Man, it take a different type of person to give somebody a pass on that, and they didn't believe in you in the beginning. And it be people close to you too. It be people real close, might be in the same household as you, that don't even see your vision, that's trying to pull you down. Might be the same people you might be laying next to. For real, don't even see the vision. But I'm telling you, once you build it, then you supposed to give them a pass. You supposed to give them a pass, at least that's what they say. You supposed to forgive them. Give them a pass on that when they didn't believe you, when you really needed that support in the beginning. What about that? When you might go off them sleepless nights when you crying trying to figure it out. They didn't believe, probably shitting on you behind. Man, bro, what about that? Because you not mentally prepared to where like opinions don't matter to you yet. You looking for confirmation for individuals that don't see your vision until it comes true. Then when it comes true, oh man. Man, I can't make the shit up, bro. I went through it. For real. Nah, y'all fellas, lawn care, you are the only one that will see your vision until you build it and make it come true for everybody else to see. That is a pure defect. Like my brother always told me, like people give you visions, the Lord, whatever your higher power is, he give you visions for you to work out and execute it. And when you don't do it, you will see the next person do your same vision that you had, and he executed it because he understood the goal and the task at hand. For real. I'm telling you, you only owe the people who helped you get there. It's all you owe. I'm gonna hammer that down again for a lot of people. You only owe the ones who helped you get there. You don't owe nobody that jumped on the bandwagon when you caught trash. You don't owe them shit. You don't owe them nothing, man. You decide where your charity go. You decide it. Don't let nobody decide it for you where your charity go. Because if you decide it, it'll hit differently for you. And then where you give your charity is, they appreciate it more. For real. You don't owe nobody nothing. Let me see. That's a third go around. I feel one's cashed in on the second one. Third is now. Someone's old lady just looked over. Yeah, they probably did, bro, because they didn't believe in them. They probably still don't believe in them. For real. I know it. And it's all right. But they will. For the ones that's in this game, and your people, the one you with, significant other don't believe you, check this out, man. Stay down for like 2 or 3 more years and see how the roles change. Stay down and keep working your plan, and then when that motherfucker catch traction, see how the roles change, and you end up with the upper hand in the power. See that, and don't relinquish that power because they didn't help you do shit. For real. And you gotta feel it. Sometimes you gotta make them feel it. You might need to let it go. Sometimes, bro, you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. You didn't help me do nothing. Just keep that in the front of your head before you come and ask me for anything. You didn't help me do shit. For real. And you keep that in the front of your head, it'll keep you grounded. That way you will help out where it's needed to be helped. And it'll help that big heart that if you possibly have it. It'll help you curve it so you'll make better decisions. So that way, when you make the decision, you can go away and be like, you know what? I made the right decision. Instead of you going away saying, why the hell did I do that again? Man, I know better than this. Man, they got me again. You don't want to feel that way. You want to go away like, man, I know that was tough. But in the past, I would be beating myself up for doing it and hit. Ah, man, it happened to the best of us. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm growing because I ain't making the same mistakes no more. Shit, this is all right here. I gotta be on my way. I want to feel like it instead of me beating myself up when I failed and did the same thing, expecting that I was gonna do different on the next go round. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta hit the pause button. Don't make a rational decision. Just hit the pause button. Think about it for a little while. And then look weigh your options. If anybody's trying to force you in to make a decision right there on the spot, that's a dangerous tactic to salespeople. They know once you go away and you get your thoughts together, you will get your mind right, and then you won't make a decision. That's a sales tactic for real. You got to get the deal done while you got them. No, 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 no. The ones who control their own mind, they understand what they doing. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I said, let me think about it, because I got to weigh my options. I got to look at this. I got to look at that. Because the ones that's asked you for the deal, asking you for the assistance or trying to get a deal across to you, they ain't the ones that's going to have to pay for it. They ain't the ones that's got to cover that, you know what I'm saying, when things don't go right. And what if you give it out and then they life already not going right, they don't have it. So when you give it to them, why the hell you think they gonna be able to, break bread or give it back to you? You basically just giving away money. I'll be like, man, I ain't got no money to give away. Tell somebody in Harbin, I ain't got no money to give away. Throw down the drain, because I'm not gonna get it back. I never got it back. So said just like that. I don't care who it offends. She do their own thing, then they gotta ask me for nothing. My wife is my big advocate in my life. She always believes in me and gives me encouragement. She gets excited when I get new customers and make something else work. God brought me a good woman. You a lucky man. You a lucky man. I'm telling you again, Dorsey, you're a lucky fella. Most people, I'm telling you, they living in misery. Most people are living in misery, not having the support that they need to take it to the next level. So every time I hear a guy that got a solid woman, I just tell you congratulations. Just congratulations. Because it's probably one of the main reasons why you're in the position that you're in. But just think, if you didn't have her, what you would have to turn into. Think about that. If you didn't have her supporting you and you had the complete opposite, the monster that you have to turn into to endure that, and then go outside in the world and endure the things that the world is sending at you, and then you have to go back home and endure that again. Listen to me. You're a fortunate person. You're fortunate. Don't jack off that opportunity because you're in a better opportunity than everybody else that didn't get the right one. I know it. But I can't tell me I know. Speaking from man experience, I don't give a fuck who it offends. It's just what it is. You'll say, man, I would be a monster. Yeah, bro, for real. That's good, man. Yard fellas lawn care. Congratulations on your gal saving you, bro. Congratulations, for real. Man, that's just like, I see a lot of guys that just had that situation where like they got the true woman to support them and everything, bro. It just hats off to y'all, man, for real. Ain't no hate over here. Just mad congratulations, because I understand what that'll really be. It said, what type of support was beneficial to you when building your situation? My mom and my two sisters. My mom and my two sisters were my backbones, bro. Like, they really helped me out tremendously. They never turned their back on me. All of that. My mom and my two sisters. Then if I go outside of my household, I got my brother Darrell Holmes, who always had my back. I speak about him regularly. Always had my back. That's another guy I can call on. Nigga drop everything to come help me. My brother Michael Furby down here in the city. That's another dude that always supported me. You know what I'm saying? And then I had other couple of sprinkles here and there. My homegirl out east always supported me. Erica, she always supported me. Even though she be hot at me, she always supported me. Like, if I'm down and out, if I need anything, she was there. You know what I'm saying? No questions asked. She'll do it and ask questions later. Like, I know the people and they still with me till this day, fam. Everybody else, man, I just really ain't never leaned on them like that. But when I did, they ain't come through like how I came through. Just keeping it all with $150. But I ain't nothing against them. But them the people that like really, I cannot say that they weren't definitely a part on what I got going on. And one of my biggest things that I have ever did was acquire my son, young Ace. When I got him, he put a lot of things in perspective for me, for real. Because he has never once changed up on me. Never. Like, I understand that true bond that somebody can have with an animal, for real. Because with him, like, he brings so much perspective into my life, for real. And he give me that drive to get up to make sure that I can create a paradise that no dog have ever experienced in his life. And I'm gonna be able to achieve it real quick. So, and I have the support system that I needed to go to the next level. I've always had it. So, and now that I have it, and then I'm opening myself up to receive more support from online and other factors, bro, like, the sky's the damn limit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I just embrace my story. Shit. Yeah, your boy will show you who you really are. Yeah, definitely. Nah, that's facts. No, you ain't lying about that, y'all fellas, long hair. Yeah, so now the sky's the limit because I have achieved. I've opened myself up. I did the complete opposite of what the normal people do with the social media. I did the complete opposite. They told me I couldn't do it that way. I went that direction. They said I couldn't do that. I ran that direction with it. And now I done created a whole nother lane, a whole nother vibe that, it's untapped into when it comes to the industry that I chose that help me, help change my life. And I'm fearless and I don't care about speaking on situations that might have people cringing. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't be minding that because somebody gotta say it. That way shit can start changing out here. And it just be different for different people. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. I'm not mad at it. Nothing that just caused me to have to work so hard. It's when my clips be looking like it and I don't have to edit nothing. Cause it's just what it is when I flip that camera around. I just say what's on my heart, say what I feel, and just let it ride, man. Life, you can't edit life. You can't go back in the past and edit it. You make a decision. If it's right or wrong, you learn from it, and then you learn not to do it again. That's it. If everybody could go back in time and hit the edit button and edit it, man, people would be totally different people out here, but it ain't like it. You can't do it. You gotta live with the mistakes you made. You gotta live with it and just do better each day. That's it. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I've been on here long enough. I done dropped some gems. Y'all done got to know me a little bit more. Per y'all comments, I'm getting to learn a lot about y'all more. You know what I'm saying? And then tomorrow I get to actually get back out in the fields and see what I can get done. I'm gonna work on my schedule here in a second. We probably go try to do about 20 some. I'm not working on Sunday, so whatever I don't get done, then it's just gonna be a rough week next week, but it's okay. I think it's predominantly clear skies next week. We just go load it up. Me and my guy finna go out and work 12, 13-hour days, man. We go kill it. You know what I'm saying? We just, it's hard. It's hard when it gets past, hour 8, 9, 10. It gets a little rough then. But I feel like you're going into overtime right there. You gotta drive, you gotta rev it up in overtime. So and that's what it's all about, man. I just know if I have to prepare myself to work 13 hours every day next week, I'm gonna have to turn into a different type of monster to be able to achieve that. And plus keep up everything that I have going on regarding my social media. I have to be consistent in that no matter what goes on in my life and how I have to restructure my business. Cause I'm not making no excuses no more. Because them excuses go keep your ass in the same position. You just keep growing. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no damn excuses. You miss, say I missed. You know what? Just do better the next day. For real. Need them clear skies. Thanks for your time, Crowler. Man, bro, I appreciate you tapping in, family. I ain't gonna even lie. Lessons never losses. Hey, Mobile Money's, hey, man. Hey, keep your head up, bro. Keep hydrated. Oh, yeah, we got the cool in the truck now, baby. We got water. We got all the good stuff. We'll go get some fruit smoothies in there. You know what I'm saying? Back to the pizza place tomorrow. I feel you on that. If y'all want to keep up with me, I'll be posting it every now and then. Just keep up with my people. Come on, Doris. I appreciate. Hey, man, get on there posting. Introduce yourself to the world, man. You'll be surprised who tap in with you for real. Introduce yourself to the world. Be yourself. That way you ain't got to worry about putting on no mask. Be yourself when you introduce yourself to the world. That way you ain't got to worry about changing it up. You can put the camera on. You ain't got to put on no mask. Let it ride. And they'll be like, damn, I like how that brother get down. I like his style. He just being himself. He don't give a fuck. They'll respect you more, man, for real. You ain't conforming no more. You your own person. You your own man. You your own woman. The world will respect you more than that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have more confidence than the ones who don't have the confidence that tell you not to do it that way. Because a lot of them want to, but they don't have the confidence to pull it off because they're scared of what people gonna say when they be themselves. They're scared of that, for real. But why? People go judge you whatever you do, they go judge you anyway. If you try to do it that way, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna tag you down and say you should do it the complete opposite direction. You gonna have somebody tag you down and he don't know what he's talking. Bro, they gonna all do that, but ain't nobody walking in my path. The ones who doing the talking, they can't even line up to what I'm doing, for real. They probably got support on top of support that just helping them out and then expedited them through processes. They ain't never really have to build it up or be that first generation that ever built something off the ground. You know what I'm saying? For real. Take a different type of person to do that, a different type of level of sacrifice. And they don't realize that everybody's story is different. Everybody ain't gonna go down the same pike you went down. Nah, man, we dealing with curveballs and sliders over here. But we don't know how it's gonna flip flop on us. But we have to endure and keep going. You know what I'm saying? People don't know about that. For real. I could talk about this stuff all day long and I know they don't know about it. So probably needs to end this with a nightly prayer. Oh man, that's something that I might tap into, man, for real in due time. But right now, you know what I'm saying? I just ended how I do my thing, man. For real. I just, I'm growing in life. I'm taking everybody's, what they probably want to see me do. I appreciate that knowledge, Volkswagen Planet. I always appreciate you tapping in with me and you giving game out there over the comments and everything if people is paying attention to you, for real. What are some unexpected sacrifice? Equipment going down, serving relationships with people I've been rocking with for a long time. uh Dealing with the ups and downs of just daily life. Man, the sacrifices are endless, man, for real. Sacrificing time, not being able to tend my kids' stuff like I wanted to. I live with that, you know what I'm saying? But because of what I created, my kids in a different situation. So it's just levels of just total different levels of sacrifices that I had to endure. And I ain't even began to scrape the surface on what all I had to endure to just build my confidence up to like come before y'all right now and just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I had to endure a lot. But in saying all of that, now I can have fun in life because I just embraced what I went through. That's it, man. For real. Just embrace it, man, because it like a lot of people say, everybody's path is different. Just embrace your path, man. For real. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't let nobody else try to play you like you less than a person. Don't let their reality become your reality of yourself. Don't do that. That's a dangerous place to be in when you're looking for validation from people. That's a dangerous place to put yourself in. Self-validate yourself. Validate yourself first, and then everybody else's opinion won't even mean nothing to you because you will know it ain't true about you. And it take a different level of person to transition into that. It took me 4 or 5 years to actually understand it and get it. And sometimes I still slip. Sometimes I still slip and feel like I have to address certain issues, but then I got good positive people around me that I always hear, and I hear those voices in my head, John, take the high road. John, just take the high road. It'll hit differently when it come back around. Take the high road. And I'll be like, oh my goodness, it's hard sometimes. I can't make it up. Nobody big piece of equipment. You can't take it apart and put it back together. Just some advice I want to throw out there. Learn to work on your own equipment. Bruh, in the beginning, when you just getting in business, I advise you to take that same method, more in life for life you just mentioned. Now, when you get bigger, at time is money, that's when you build the relationships up with some of these shops around here, and you are basically paying for convenience. When you transition into that and you're paying for convenience, you're on your way. But in the beginning, when you slow and you're not that busy, bro, learn how to work on your own equipment. You should be doing your own oil changes, your own blades. You should be putting your own belts on. If you got a starter issue, you should be putting your own starter on your mower. You should be able to do all that. It's just bolts, taking things off and putting it back together. You should be able to do all of that in the beginning. For real, you go want to because you don't want to let your clients down in the beginning when you're trying to get something off the ground. Working on your own equipment will actually help you more than what you realize. Bro, I'm gonna have to second what you just said. That's a good observation. For real. You do in the beginning. Because I knew how to do a little bit of everything. Now I pay for convenience. I run my equipment through commercial lawn and they go get me in and out in about 24 hours and I'm good to go. That way I can continue on cutting. My equipment's getting worked on. And by the time I'm coming across town, stop and pick up my mower and we good to go. You know what I'm saying? Or if something goes on with Old Reliable, I know I can shut down, take it to Thompson Lane Auto at 8 o'clock. Soon as they get a car off the rack, Old Reliable is going back in. and they can diagnose it, tell me, John, it's gonna be $1,000. I'd be like, how is it always this high? I do my bitching and complaining, but my engine, whatever it is fixed in the next 3 or 4 hours the moment the part comes in. You know what I'm saying? I have to realize, bro, you have to pay for this expedited service that you're enduring. You have to pay to play. You get it now. That's why my truck goes in so fast at Thompson Lane Auto. That's why different places I go, I receive the best customer service because I have established myself and I spent over $20,000-$30,000 with these companies. Over 20 or 30 grand with these companies that I just mentioned. I spent a lot of money with them. You want to know how you can build them relationships? Spend good with people. You don't need no big homie and nobody to vouch for you and tell you that you nah. You turn yourself into that because you done paid your way. You know what I'm saying? You getting your head beat in, but they like, man, he paid his way though. Can't even play him. That's how you build in relationships. For real, just pay your way. And that way, if the roles change and they get in with you, oh man, I hope you can pay your way like I did. For real. And then the dough got to swing both ways. I'm telling you, I won't never complain about nobody what they charge. I just politely move around, but when the roles change, how they did me is gonna be reciprocated because they have to be able to stomach what they dishing out. For real. Then my wife asked me what was banging around in the back of my car. I said my toolbox. Man, facts. Better have that toolbox in there banging around, boy. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'll be on here all night, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Stay with me. It's gonna be top of the morning, and I'm gonna go live tomorrow because I just feel the need to. So I'll be live early in the morning within the 5 o'clock hour, and we just see what happens. See how many clips I'll be able to get up. It's gonna be some interesting clips tomorrow because I'm gonna be cutting some extremely wet yards, and I'm gonna have to put my skills to the test to make sure that I don't leave no mud ruts, that I don't roll through no standing water by accident. Just get y'all some different aspects of what to look for. That way you can mimic an exceptional cut every time you leave the lawn, even though the conditions are not favorable for you. But you can still leave that lawn looking tip top. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We'll do it again tomorrow, man. For real. I'm out in now. You too. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Like y'all always